So today we're going to talk about the descent of the deadlift. So if you guys have studied, probably in great detail, I'm sure, the 5-step deadlift setup, if you have not seen that video that we did about the 5-step deadlift setup, go ahead and stop watching this video now and check the comment section below for the link to that video. Watch that first and then come on back. So basically your next question with a deadlift setup is probably, well, how do I know that the bar is over the middle of my foot when I'm at the bottom of my deadlift, right? I can make sure that the bar is over the middle of my foot before my first rep because I'm standing up and I can see that. It's harder when you're down in your deadlift position to be able to evaluate that. And that brings us to the descent of the deadlift, how to best set yourself up so that you're more or less in the right position before you start pulling again, okay? So we all know that we step up so that the bar is over the middle of our foot, shins are in contact, back is tight, and we drag the bar all the way up our legs. So in a correct deadlift, you will make contact with your legs all the way up, and you'll make contact with your legs more or less the entire way down. And the way that you do that is exactly the opposite of the deadlift. You reach your butt back first with knees straight and just let this bar ride down your legs until it gets to about your knees, and then you can bend your knees, okay? If you follow that deadlift descent, you should be more or less in the right position to go ahead and pull again. Now that brings us to an important part of reps 2 through 5 in the deadlift, right? We go through our nice setup on rep 1, so what do we do with the rest of our reps? Well, we use the bottom to reset, okay? So you shouldn't be bouncing your reps off the floor or pulling them so fast that you can't make sure that you're in the right position again. You should go for the feeling of when you set up for rep 1 on every subsequent rep after that, okay? Now, even if you do everything right in the deadlift descent, if you reach your butt back, if you don't bend your knees first and send the bar really far in front of your midfoot, you still might not be perfectly in the right spot, okay? The reason for that is it's hard to put it down in the exact right spot. So I do have a trick for you to make sure that you're in the exact right position before you pull the bar a second time. So let's take a look at that trick really quick. So I'll grab my handy deadlift bar over here. Now, when I set up for deadlift rep number 1, you gotta wait for the bar to stop moving. There we go. Your knee is gonna touch somewhere along the inside of your elbow. So it might be on your forearm, might be on the elbow pit, depends for different people. But when you reach down, you can feel that your knee is making contact with your elbow in some places. So I can memorize where that's touching my forearm and then make my knee touch that exact same spot every time. So let's take a look at that. I reach down, grab on, my knee's touching. I remember where that is. Now, let's say that I do my deadlift descent incorrectly. I bend my knees first. Okay, now my knee is touching a very different spot in my elbow. So I can find the right spot with my knee, and that's about the right spot for the balance of my foot as well. Okay, so feel for where the knee is touching the inside of your elbow and see if that doesn't help you get the right hip height for reps 2 through 5. We are going to have a part 2 to this video where we talk about common mistakes in the deadlift descent. But for now, if you're getting pretty close to over the middle of your foot, see if that doesn't help you get right there. Hope that this video was helpful, and let us know if you have any questions in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.